Hey guys, it's Mikkel again, back with another video, and let's jump right into today's topic. Mistakes you should not make when losing weight. Anyone that's about to go on a weight loss journey, their goal should not be to lose weight rapidly. I'm sorry, but losing 10 pounds in 1 month is not healthy, nor is it sustainable. That's going to cause you to lose both muscle and fat. During weight loss, your goal should be to lose fat and maintain as much muscle as possible. And in order to do this, your weight loss needs to be slower than you think. So I'm about to speak about 4 mistakes you really do not want to be making during your fat loss phase, and I'm currently going through a fat loss phase myself. So I'm going to be showing you the meals I'm eating throughout my day, and feel free to implement these sort of foods that I'm eating to help you lose weight, or I should say lose fat yourself. So my first point, don't cut calories drastically when starting your weight loss journey. You cut calories from the get-go, sure, this is going to help you lose weight rapidly, but as I said earlier, this is going to cause you to lose both fat and muscle. For example, I'm about to start a weight loss journey myself, and my current maintenance calories right now are 3,000. And I'm not going to cut my calories by 1,000 and eat 2,000 calories. Instead, I'm going to start off with a 300 calorie deficit, and I'll be eating 2,700 calories. So over a span of a week, that will be 300 calories multiplied by 7. So I'll be eating 2,100 calories less than I usually do within a week, and that's going to cause me to lose weight. It will be slow, maybe like 1 pound per week. But guys, remember what I said. You want to make your weight loss as slow as possible so you can maintain as much muscle mass as possible. So we got breakfast now, and I got toast with 2 whole eggs, 250 grams of egg whites with a cup of spinach. And this meal is roughly around 50 grams of protein, but popping up is the macronutrient content of this meal. And the tip for y'all want to make sure your meals have lots of veggies. It's going to help you stay full and satiated, so eat your vegetables. My second point, be careful with the amount of cardio you do. Do not be that person who thinks they have to do crazy amounts of cardio at the start of their weight loss journey, especially if you're already cutting your calories to be in a calorie deficit. So let's just say if you decide to cut your calories plus you add in cardio, this is going to place you in a greater calorie deficit, and this is going to cause you to lose weight at a faster rate, and you increase your chances of losing both fat and muscle. In general, you want to be losing around 1 pound per week max. Unless you're really overweight, then losing more per week is fine. So here's my recommendation on how you should set up cardio for fat loss. At the start of your journey, it's either you reduce your calories by 300 or you don't reduce your calories at all, and you make sure to do cardio that allows you to burn 300 calories. So in my situation, as I said earlier, my current maintenance calories are 3,000. It's either I choose to eat 2,700 calories, which will put me in a 300 calorie deficit, or I continue to eat 3,000 calories and I make sure to do cardio that allows me to burn 300 calories, and that will still put me in a deficit and I will still lose weight. So let's just say I choose the route of eating at my maintenance calories and doing cardio. When my weight loss finally plateaus, I can further ramp up my cardio to burn 500 to 600 calories, or I could decrease my food and eat 2,700 calories and continue doing cardio to burn 300 calories. The point I'm trying to make here is that you want to incrementally increase your deficit, and this can be done by slowly increasing your cardio while making sure you're eating the right quantity of foods, or vice versa. So here's a good look of my meal. So I got 248 grams of potatoes and 180 grams of chicken breast, and this meal is roughly around 60 grams of protein, but popping up is the macronutrient content of this meal. And guys, a pro tip for y'all, make sure to not drink your calories. I have a 0-calorie Coca-Cola, so 0 calories. And also you want to be careful with the condiments you use. Stick to lower calorie condiments. So for instance, I'm using no sugar added ketchup, which is lower in calories. My third point, make sure your diet does not consist mostly of high calorie foods, and don't be super strict with your diet. So I'm sure by now you know you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. And if you don't want to feel like you're starving yourself, you need to stay away from high-calorie, dense foods as much as possible. I'm not saying you should totally stay away from it, but you should really make sure your diet consists mostly of low-calorie, nutrient-dense foods. Doing this is going to allow you to get in more volume per calorie, and is going to help you stay full and satiated. However though, I don't recommend having a super strict diet, because most people who try the super strict diet, they end up binging like on the weekends, and you really don't want this when your goal is weight loss. I personally would recommend the 80-20% rule. So 80% of your calories coming from low-calorie, nutrient-dense foods, and the other 20% coming from the foods you love, that may be cakes, treats, whatever that may be, that are probably higher in calories. At the end of the day, as long as you are in a calorie deficit, it will not affect your weight loss. Honestly, don't aim to be perfect with your calorie deficit. Consistency over perfection any day. So if you choose to have a cheat meal and it goes over your caloric intake, that's okay. The following day, just go back to your usual caloric deficit. You ever heard the term take one step backwards to take two steps forward? Well, this could be applied in this situation. If you choose to have cheat meals though, just make sure it's sporadic and less frequent since you're in a weight loss phase. So this is my third meal of the day, and we got 90 grams of oats with 1.5 scoops of protein, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and 80 grams of blueberries, and I'm having it with 2 tangerines. And this meal is roughly around 40 grams of protein, but popping up is the macronutrient content of this meal. My fourth point, increasing your training volume. Guys, there's no need to try to do more sets or try to lift heavier weights because you're trying to maintain your muscle. During a calorie deficit, there's no need to do more volume. More than less times, you aren't going to gain muscle during weight loss unless you're new to the gym or you're overweight. At the start of your weight loss journey, you want to make sure you're doing the same amount of sets that you were doing in your maintenance or your bulking phase, keeping your training the exact same. And as soon as you start to lose weight and your calorie deficit starts to increase, you want to decrease the amount of volume you do, making sure you maintain your strength. Decreasing your volume isn't going to cause you to lose muscle, but a decrease in your strength is a good sign that you're actually losing muscle. You always want to make sure your recovery management is on point. If you're struggling from poor recovery management, this is going to cause you to burn out and lose strength. And lastly, if you're suffering from poor recovery management, assuming your sleep is good, then this is a good sign that you're doing too much volume and that you should decrease the amount of volume that you're doing. So I'm having my fourth meal now, and we got 250 grams of sweet potato, 200 grams of tuna steak, and a bit of broccoli. And this meal is roughly 50 grams of protein, but popping up is the macronutrient content of this meal. So for dessert, I'm finishing off with this Melona ice cream bar, and I'm having 2, so that's 200 calories. And my total calories should be just over 2,700 calories, but popping up is my macronutrients from everything today. And if you didn't realize, my protein intake for today was very high as I'm in a calorie deficit. So make sure you have a very high protein intake. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and popping up are 2 other videos that you may benefit from. Until next time, peace.